Welcome to Roosevelt National Forest here in Colorado. Haha, this is gorgeous. On the Hesse Trail into Lost Lake today, and it's gonna be, I think, a really fun day. It's gonna be an exhausting day. We're at 9,000 feet at the trailhead, and we're going uphill. 4 mile out and back trail, so the good news is it's downhill on the way back, but whew, I am already feeling that thin air. But I'm excited for today. Don't really know what to expect. A lake at the end, I know that much. There's supposedly a waterfall somewhere along this trail. Beautiful creek, gorgeous woods. All the things necessary for a beautiful day. So I'm gonna hike this trail, see what we can find. Come along with me. This could be fun. Beautiful. I've got a waterfall here in front of me, and I got this great scene that I love the look of. I'm not sure how this is going to work as a photograph, and that's simply because of the sunlight. It's very spotty. There are some hot spots in this water, so I think that contrast might be a little too much. I don't know if I can do anything about that in post, but I'm certainly going to try. I'm going to take this picture just because it's so beautiful. Waterfall coming down here, like I said, and it's splitting around a big rock in front of me. Growing out of this rock are some small baby pine trees, and it's really, really great. Got a rock in my foreground, shooting this in a vertical orientation, so I got a little rock here in the foreground, little pool down below that, and then of course the beautiful cascading waterfalls splitting and going all around it. It's really, really wonderful. I really like it a lot. I'm gonna shoot this guy at an ISO 100 f/16, about 1/4 of a second. Kind of just give a little bit of that Bridal Veil feel to those waterfalls. And a polarizer on there, which isn't doing much of anything because of the angle of the sun right now. A 3-stop neutral density to help me get down to that 1/4 of a second. That's really it. Really nice shot, really pretty scene. And a beautiful spot for me to stop and rest. This Midwest boy is feeling the altitude. I think I'm about a 1/4 mile into this 2-mile hike up to the lake. I am currently very thankful that it's downhill all the way back. Friends, found this shot. It's really, really pretty. I have to admit, I found this shot as I was stopped here, doubled over, trying to catch my breath. I was hunched over, looking straight down. I found this great little clump of some sort of plant. I don't know what it is. I just find it really, really interesting. Really beautiful leaves and colors and textures. So I thought it would make a great macro shot. Got my macro lens out, got really close to the ground, actually on the ground. I'm using a lens cap and a lens cloth to prop the front of the lens up just to kind of catch that frame of this image. A beautiful little plant. Again, like I mentioned, focus stacking this probably about 60 images because I've got a little clump of this plant in the foreground going on through to this one stalk that's grown up tall. That tall stalk is kind of making me shoot this thing in a vertical orientation, and it's really pretty. I like it. Shooting at an ISO 100, 1/4 second, which honestly is just left over from my waterfall exposure. F/16, that's what I'm at, F/16. Got my little panel light out to kind of bring this in and light it up a little bit. It's about 2 stops underexposed in camera, bringing in the light to just kind of bring up the highlights, kind of just give a little more depth to this. I think macro shots kind of tend to do well with a little lighting on them, a little bit of depth to them, a little shadow detail, makes them a little more interesting. But that's really the whole gist of this shot. Really pretty little interesting plant. And a nice reminder to stop and look around every once in a while, even if it is just because you're trying to catch your breath. really pretty shot. Really simple, very lovely mountain creek scene. Got the creek flowing here in front of me from my right to the left, flowing down this hill that I'm steadily climbing up. Really simple image, shooting at an ISO 100 f/20, 0.6 of a second. I had a 3-stop neutral density filter on the end of my lens here to slow me down to give me that 6/10. That f/20 is just allowing me to underexpose slightly so that the water, the highlights in these waters, don't go out of control and don't bloom out. But really pretty simple scene. Got these gorgeous rocks right in the middle and water just flowing over and around and through them all. Really pretty scene. Really happy to have found it. Really happy to be having this day. Far since the last shot, round the corner as a matter of fact, about a quarter mile from the lake, but this shot was just so much fun. This one is all about the contrast between the water, the patterns in these waters, the contrast between the dark wet rocks, the flat smooth sections of water, and the churning white water around it. All contrast, all pattern. Really, really happy with this. Doing this in 2 shots, focusing on the rock in my foreground and on a rock in the background, shooting at an ISO, let's see here, 100, f/11, 1/4 of a second. 2 images, one focused on this nearby rock, which is right down here. Second shot, next rock right up there. That's it, all about these patterns. Really, really happy. Shooting this in black and white, again, just to really emphasize the patterns and the contrast. I think this one's really pretty. I got very excited when I saw the little cascade shooting over this smooth rock, and then this whole vertical scene again today just kind of presented itself to me. I think maybe I'm mostly in a vertical brain today, but perhaps because I'm climbing uphill so much. But almost to the lake. Very happy for this shot. So we're gonna pack this up, keep going. Another quarter mile to the lake, sit down, have a little rest, see what there is to see up there. It is so gorgeous up there. So we've climbed the 2 miles and 1,000 feet up to Lost Lake, and I've turned my back on it to photograph the texture in this dying tree here on the hillside. This is really, really pretty. It's got the smooth outer bark, and then where this root is kind of getting exposed, it's just this very long, streaked, cool, really great textured pattern. So that contrast between the streakiness and the roughness of this bark and then the smoothness of this bark is what really drew me into this. Really pretty. It's got this tiniest little bit of yellow lichen growing on the striations here of the root structure. So that's kind of the only color in this. I'm actually shooting this image in color, but it looks like a black and white because this is a washed out gray tree trunk. Really love it. Shooting at an ISO 100 f/11, 1/20th of a second. Taking 3 shots, a little bit of a simple focus stack, just doing foreground, midground, background, just to be sure that I've got everything in focus on this, because this one's all about the texture. So I want to make sure I have it all. We hiked all this way. I got to take a big wide shot of the whole lake, right? It's really, really pretty. I got a beautiful fallen log here in front of me. It's kind of running diagonally through my frame. A lot of little rocks here in the foreground, just kind of pebbling it. Then the lake stretching off into the distance. Some snow-capped hills way in the back, shooting at about 28 millimeters, ISO 100, f11, 15-second exposure on this. I have a polarizer on the lens to kind of darken down that sky, give me a little contrast between what clouds are there, and a 10-stop neutral density that's giving me that 15 seconds. That 15 seconds is just smoothing out this water, making it feel a little more dreamy. That's the shot. Really simple. I really like it. I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with this day. I think this is where I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to sit here, enjoy this view for a little bit, have a snack and drink some water, and then hike the merciful downhill 2 miles back to the car. I really want to thank you for coming along with me. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and tell your friends, because the more the merrier. I really would love to see the channel grow. We're growing just a little bit at a time, and it's exciting to watch. And if you like what you saw here, please head on over to my website, toddhphoto.com. Over there you can see all the images I've been taking throughout the years, and while you're there, I'd love it if you signed up for my mailing list. As a member of my mailing list, you get early access to my blog, emailed directly to your inbox, and as a member of that list, you get access to download the featured image free for 1 week before I offer it up for sale on my website. And if you'd like to get a little art to hang on your walls, I do have a small selection of fine art giclée prints up there available. They are just a small collection of some of my personal favorites, so go ahead and check those out. I'd appreciate that as well. But from Lost Lake here in the Roosevelt National Forest in Colorado, so long, and we'll see you next time.